57.22 knots. Jeff Brown is the new record holder. That was his peak speed for the day. So he's taken down Henrik Mard of Sweden. His 10-second speed was 56.71. This video wasn't of his fastest run, he said, but he said it was crazy. I mean, 40 knots of wind. He said it was like being shot out of a cannon, just like pew! And he said the weird thing was, Ben, the place he was doing it was only about half a mile long. So it really was a small place. He didn't expect to do it, but he's super happy. So well done, Jeff. Good skills, mate. He does say 60 knots is on the way. My question is, though, how do you stop? How do you stop? It looks, I mean, that must be, you must have to like do the lay down of all lay down jives. Maybe you stop a bit like this. Oh, spin out. Spin out. I didn't know those things could get spin out. Marianne Rauklin actually sent that in. I think it's Ian. She said the blades haven't been serviced for a while, so they got a bit, you know, there wasn't much of an edge on them, and you can see the problems. Yeah, their daughter didn't seem too bothered though. She seemed almost happy she'd got it. She takes after me. As long as everyone's okay, in which they were, everything is fine. So yeah, there has been a lot of ice and snow, sailing, winging, all these sort of things have been sent to me. But someone, I can't remember who it was now, sent me a video of like sailing on the ice. And I was thinking, sailing on the ice, a bit boring, isn't it? It's not really windsurfing, but I tell you what, they're going up to 100k an hour and they have some pretty big stacks. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We're not going to dwell on that, but there is quite a nice video on YouTube. It's kind of worth watching. Well, it's interesting to me anyway. But this is a windsurfing channel. We're going to focus on windsurfing, and this week we're going to do reactions to falling in. Now, you have different types of reactions. We're going to go through a few of them from some of the videos I've been sent. The first up is the swearer. Scheisse! Scheisse! This is Peter from Germany. He's actually sailing over in Holland, somewhere in IJsselmeer. And yeah, he obviously hits the bottom there. It doesn't go well. You've got to take care, people, because, you know, those shallow waters, you can do damage to yourself, not only your gear. He actually broke the boom there. So I'm not sure if he was swearing because he broke the boom or swearing because he just hit the bottom. Said he'd been sorting out this lovely channel all day, and then kind of missed the little bit that stuck out. Yeah, hence the reaction. Scheiße. Okay, so moving on from the swearer, we've got the screamer. I actually like the laugh. I like the laugh of the guy with the camera. That is brilliant. But going back, we got Harkin, who's actually just learned to windsurf. He was started in the summer, and he was just getting the hang of it. And you can see this is his first time really, you know, picking up speed, and he starts to get excited. But then, then he just goes over the front. I love it. The high-pitched scream. You can't beat that. You cannot beat that. Or can you? Or can you? Next up, we have got the groaner. Sounds like Chewbacca or something. Don't worry, he is okay. He said he got his foot stuck in the foot strap. This is actually Den Gordo. He's actually helped me out with a few of the adverts on the channel actually recently, so big up to him. But that didn't sound good. When I watched the video, I had to check the email again to make sure he was okay, but he was okay. This was the first time he'd been foiling, I think he said in 2020. He had a great session. He did have a few crashes, but he had a good session all in all, and this was towards the end and he got stuck in the foot strap. Yeah, it doesn't sound good, does it? It doesn't sound good. But he said he's smiling, everything's good, but guess what? Yeah, he broke his boom as well. Booms tend to be getting a bit of a rough deal in windsurfing. You need to get a good one. You need to get a good one. And then the next up, I think we're going to finish with this one. This is the Laugher.
Yeah, you see the foil there. Yeah, well, that's kind of what happened, wasn't it?
Sometimes it's the only thing you can do. You just got to laugh. You know why you've done it.
Don't look back.
Yeah, don't look behind you. In foiling, definitely don't look behind you. You lose your lift, you get knocked down. But that is Falco over in the Bay of Islands. And he was going along and he was just thinking, oh, it's so clear. I can see the foil. And it all goes wrong. And that is just how it happens sometimes. You're in the water, you know why you've crashed, and you've just got to laugh. And then you realise, hang on, there's no one around. And you're just there laughing to yourself. Classic. Absolute classic. What else have we got? Well, I tell you what we have got. We have got this fella from Tenerife. This is Robert Busso, and he sent me this lovely sequence of a clue first forward. And I was thinking, hey, this is looking good. This is looking good. And yeah, it didn't quite end as well as it started, but a fairly fripping solid effort. He also sent me this. Where is he? Where is he? Well, that is for you to decide, because Spot the Bail is back. But there's only two choices this week. It's either option 1 or it's option 2. Yes, it's easy this week. It's 50-50. And if you're a member of Windsurfing.TV, don't forget, put member next to your comment, because yes, we have some new hats. We have some new hats. Stay till the end and I'll explain a little bit more about the prize giveaways, because we've also got that sale to give away. Well, that's obviously come from the SavantShop.com. Yes, they're giving away a sale. We were going to give it away this week, but someone mentioned in the comments last week, Ben, it's your 100th show, the one after. So why don't you do it for that? It's a good point, so we're going to do that. And don't forget, if you've got any clips, any bangers, any absolute gold, we want it in the 100th edition. So if there's something you've been thinking, I can't be asked to send it, or come on, the 100th edition, we want it to be a banger. So please send me your absolute gold for next week. Yeah, there you go. We've also got to thank our other sponsors, mailingroom.com. Yes, they are still supporting Send It Sunday. And we are actually going to finish this week on this, because last week I gave you an update from Margaret River. Yeah, it was massive. Now, I did get a few things wrong. Well, one thing wrong, because you know that big shoeing in the middle where the Patrick rider got nailed and I was saying, oh, that's Basti? Well, apparently that was Patrick Detail himself. So we're going to use that again just to show it again, because that looked pretty nasty. And it was apparently his birthday this week. So happy birthday, mate. Happy birthday. And we have other news from Margaret River, because apparently, well, news I didn't know, there was a youth competition at the same time. Apparently halfway through the day, they were saying, look, the youths are off. It's too dangerous. Ian Potts, organiser, no, it's not happening. And then Jane Seaman stepped in and said, look, the wind's picked up, send him out. She has got kids in that youth category, so she's allowed to do that. And they went out. Now, I'm sure there was a few nervous faces. Now, there was a picture before they went out, and they're all sort of smiling, but it's maybe a more nervous smile. And then I saw the picture afterwards. And that is like permagrin. It's the smile you can't take off your face even if you tried. It just creeps on. The pure adrenaline. I mean, just check the waves. Yeah, I think that's Ollie airdropping. Ollie actually took the win. Kai was in second, Camilo in third, and Jake Seaman in fourth place. But fair play, guys. That is incredible stuff. Like, I've been to Margie's when it's big, and it is quite nerve-wracking. I mean, a few of these guys have grown up there, so I'm sure we have got such a solid talent coming after WA. It's been a long time coming, you know. We've had guys like Jager Stone come up, but it's kind of been a one-off. Whereas now it feels like there's a little team of them and they are going to push the level higher and higher. They've got the conditions. It's about time we're seeing it. And they've got good role models because they're mothers, fathers are solid windsurfers as well. And they're pushing hard. So really good to see. I'm looking forward to when they break up into Europe or maybe we get competitions over there. But the future is bright. The future is bright. Okay, that's it for this week on Send It Sunday. Stay to the end for a little bit of what? Inside information on the caps, the new caps. One thing left to say, that no matter where you are in the world, don't forget to send it. Yes, we have new hats. This is only one of the colourways. We do have lots of colourways. Now, if you look closely at the logo, yeah, it's a little bit wonky. I've waited about 2 months, these hats, and I'm sure they're not quite right. But that'll make them even more valuable because you cannot buy these things. You can only win them, and you can only win them if you're a member. Like these legends. Yes, these are the legends. And we've got to thank one special legend this week whose birthday it is. Yes, this is Ursula. Ursula, you absolute legend. Chipped in beer money, gets a birthday shout out. Not everyone gets them, but she does this week. So massive thanks to Ursula and all the other legends for chipping in the beer money. You are now eligible for the prize draws because I have your details and I can put you in. We're going to draw that sale next week from the SavernShop.com. Yes, that's the UK shop. It's not Savern brand. They're not actually supporting the channel, but the shop in the UK is. Legends, absolute legends. We're giving away an S1, I think a 5.6. We're going to give you exact details when we give it away, but it will 100% happen next week on the 100th show. 100 shows, yes. And then I might take a break from Send It Sunday for a couple of weeks to make some other different videos because I think we need a refresh. So there we go. If you haven't checked out the podcast, check them out. If you're not into podcasts, you're like, oh, Ben, boring. Trust me, on a road trip or a long drive or somewhere you've got a bit of time, chuck one on, you will be surprised how interesting it is. Yeah, you will. Subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up like if you liked it, and we'll see you next week.